Welcome to BBUCKERT24's eBay break. This is a full case of 2014 Topps Finest Baseball. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can actually see it. This is a pretty big box. The auctions ended on August 14th. So the break was scheduled to start at 10 p.m. and it is 10:01. But not any further wait, we're going to go ahead and get this box open, so at least I'll have some room on this desk of mine. I'm having to configure this thing. There we go. Yeah, baseball's first. The football break was scheduled for 11:15 p.m. Even though I can open that football in no time, I'm still waiting on a ton of payments on that one. Yeah, that was the time frame that I had put on it. Yeah, man, if I was doing acid, I'd probably have issues right now. There's all 8 boxes. And good luck. Hey, Josh, you've been a pretty regular in all my breaks. I wanted to tell you thank you. To anyone that's a regular, I appreciate it. So hopefully we hit you guys something good. All of you. Even Tom with his lucky self. Are you serious? Tom didn't even go for the Mets, I saw. And they went fairly cheap. Oh yeah, well I've been doing it for almost a year now, so hopefully I'm earning some trust with you guys. You were in the last Inception football break, wasn't you, Waken? You got that partial refund for the shipping too, right? They went dirt cheap, man. Okay. Yeah, those went out yesterday. Or today. This morning or something like that. Alright. Got a Kemp, Donaldson, a Will Myers X-Fractor for the Rays, Bruce, and a Puig. Any of the big hits, I'll stop and... Okay. Any of the big hits, though, I'll stop and put them in a sleeve. I always do that. Castellanos, Odor, and our first auto, Andrew Lambeau for the Pirates. I think that's a refractor auto, not numbered. Ramirez and Tulowitzki base. All right. Nelson Santana, a refractor of Alex Fernandez, Stroman, and Murphy. These things are hard for me to read for some reason. Let me turn on some more light. Kind of got a glare. Pujols, Will Myers Finest, Bautista at 199 for the Blue Jays, Rizzo, and Molina. I'm going to go ahead and pull that one out. And stack it up over here. I'll do a separate recap. Makes it easier to see all the hits, but I won't show base refractors or X-fractors in this one. Fernandez, Bumgarner, finest sterling refractor of Taiwan Walker. That's not numbered. Rienzo and Owings. Saw a guy hit a red Owings last night. I know you're after him, Tom. Jeter, Hosmer, and a Hosmer refractor. Romero and Scoop, Scoop, whatever you want to call them. So did you get to see Buxton? Solarte, Desmond, Clayton Kershaw, X-Fractor, Simeon, and Davidson. That looked pretty rough. Got another auto coming up here. Shu, Cron, and Jonathan Scoop. Just the refractor auto, which I think is a base. Goldschmidt and Pinto. Was he? What do you do? Wong, Pujols, Jay Bruce to 99 for the Reds. Kimbrel and Bautista. Wow. Fielder, Votto, Tanaka finest. That's a nice card. Ellsbury refractor to 125 for the Yankees, and Longoria. Right. Ellsbury, Ricky Henderson refractor. Finest vintage. That's a pretty cool card. And Waka and Lee. McCutcheon, Gonzalez, Bumgarner refractor, Darvish, and Mauer. Wow. I haven't seen too many in-person autos of him, so maybe he doesn't sign in person. Then again, he might have just been, you know. He might be one of those guys that only signed for the home crowd. I've seen those too. I know he's from like a small town in Georgia. I hope his pants ain't getting too big for him. That'd suck. Yeah, you never know what they are dealing with that day, but I've met enough jerks to know that there's plenty of those too. So Ryan Klesko was probably the biggest one I've ever met. For the Braves, oh my God. He was horrible. Javi Lopez was a nice guy. Alexander Guerrero, Derek Jeter, and then, oh my, is that good? That's a Tanaka refractor of the finest. I don't see anything numbered wise on it. Yes, I do. There it is. 14 of 25. That's a big one. That's a huge hit right there. Whoever's got the Yankees are going to be happy with that hit. I believe it's Eric. I need to tell him to get online. Freeman and Sale are the last two. Yeah, that was very nice. I knew something was up with it being refractor. Kipnis, there's a Jeter refractor, and a Taiwan Walker Warriors die cut. I don't think that's numbered though, but there you go. Springer and Price. Is he? Scherzer, Marisnik, and Tommy Medica refractor auto for the Padres. Kinsler and Bogarts. Tanaka, Alvarez. There's a Carlos Gomez X-Fractor, Bryce Harper, and Ramirez. I think he did get suspended for 50 games. Actually, Rosario, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did. Johnson, Cabrera, Josh Donaldson refractor, Ventura, and Braun. Rios, Strasburg. There's a Hank Aaron Finest Vintage refractor. That's nice. Darnold and Cole. I gotta pull me some big Braves mojo, some Udex. Doesn't get too upset. Gomez, Odor, refractor. We got a Goldschmidt number to 125. Encarnacion and Chapman. Myers, Kershaw, Derek Jeter refractor, Topps Finest Sterling, Davis, and Stanton. Yeah, his stuff was rising last year until he got busted for that, and then all his stuff went to rock bottom. All right, Betancourt, Flores, Justin Upton Finest, George Springer to 199 for the Astros, and Adam Jones. Should have another auto here pretty soon. I saw an Ernie Banks. That was pretty sick. There's a Mike Trout, Ortiz, a Kemp refractor, Posey, and Beckham. There should be something pretty nice in here, I would say. There always is at least one. Yep, here comes a nice one. Montero, Aruba Barreina, and there's a big one. Gregory Polanco, 13 of 25. Red refractor, I believe. That's a big one. What a card. Hamilton Reyes. This case is pretty loaded so far. You can hardly tell the difference between the colors of the cards. I wish Topps would have made that a little bit more obvious. Hernandez, Rosenthal X-Fractor, Cano, and Abreu rookie. Too bad that red wasn't an Abreu. Yes, that's Brad. Oh, no. No, that's not him. I don't even remember who has Pittsburgh. It was a new customer, though, so they'll be happy. I think. Heck, I don't know. They may be watching, they may not be. They got a good deal, though. Now, if they don't pay, then, or they didn't pay, then I have me a nice Blanco. Actually, I'll have to ship it to Brad, probably. Myers, Kershaw, Flores X-Fractor, Beckham, and Kinsler. Yeah, there was a little bit of a difference, but at least you could tell the colors. Rosenthal, Gomez, and Eddie Butler base auto. Jones and Posey. I think they were a little premature in giving him his first rookie auto. But, you know, Topps has got to... At least it's a good player. Tanaka, Alvarez, Cron Refractor, Billy Hamilton Warriors, not numbered, and Cole. I think this is a loaded case for some reason, because a lot of refractors in this stuff has been back-to-back. Marsnick, Scherzer, George Springer, Finest, Braun, and Darnold. The one I want to pull, the relic, the older card, I would say is definitely the Mike Schmidt. I've never seen a Schmidt auto in person, I don't think. Trout, Ortiz, Ozzie Smith, Vintage, Ramirez, Ventura. If I had to pick one. Or a King Griffey Jr. would be pretty sweet. I think I've seen everybody else. Bethancourt, Flores, Shue, Bogarts, and Harper. Taiwan Walker, Machado, Bethancourt X-Fractor, Verlander, Beltre. Yeah, I've seen Mariano's signature. It's pretty awesome. Choice, Pedroia. And there is a Jose Ramirez, 142 of 149 X-Fractor auto for the Indians. Hayward and Sardinas. Hernandez, Santana. There's a Pedroia to 199. Davis and Stanton. I'm going to get rolling. Montero, that guy for the Dodgers. Xander Bogaerts' finest. Encarnacion and Chapman. Well, it wasn't always that way. Wainwright, Holiday, David Wright, top finest Sterling, Cano, and Abreu. Upton, Nelson, that guy Red Refractor for the Dodgers. He's supposed to be a good player, right? Hamilton, Reyes. Isn't that a big hit? Because I saw some prices on some of his autos. They were up there. 14 of 25. Arubarina. Arubarina. That will forever be his name. I'm really looking forward to opening Topps Finest Football too. That stuff should be nice. Guerrero, Kipnis, Solarte, Ramirez, and Tulowitzki. Castellanos, Odor, Felix Hernandez, Finest Sterling, Bruce, Puig. I could hit a superfractor tonight. I forgot about that. Finally, let's do it. Kemp, Donaldson, Billy Hamilton, Finest, Romero, Shoop, a Finest and superfractor, and then a logo 1 of 1 and Inception would be sweet. Jeter, Hosmer, Desmond refractor, Murphy blue refractor to 125. I believe that's blue. And Rienzo. Johnson, Cabrera, and a Chris Owings refractor auto. Sale and Freeman. I had to pull me an Owings refractor auto, so Tom would have to watch me do it. His boy. Now, what teams do you have, Tom? I'm sorry. I had so many auctions going off tonight and so many going on. I was checking back and forth. It's like all I did since about 7 o'clock. We got a nice one coming up. Rio, Strasburg, a Trout X-Fractor. That's a nice card. Springer and Price. Okay. Santana, McCutchen refractor. Odor to 199 for the Rangers. Murphy, Goldschmidt. So there's your one. And Odor. Shoe, Cron. Sandy Koufax, Finest Vintage. Pinto and Simeon. Solarte, Desmond, McCutchen's Finest, Davidson, and Darvish. We will try. Hey, any super for me, I would love. McCutchen, Gonzalez, Gonzalez Refractor, Mauer, and Waka. Fernandez, Bumgarner. There you go. Eni Romero. No, hold on. No, that's not him. Garcia, Nelky Garcia to 125 for the Dodgers. Owings, Rizzo. This guy had a chrome auto last year. Yeah, probably so. Probably nobody good, too. Pujols, Nelson, Ortiz, X-Fractor, Molina, Stroman. These things are... Hey, that's not a bad one. He's a good player. Have you seen his numbers for this year? What's up? What's up, Mud? That's your new name. Mud. I get a message before the breaks saying somebody overslept and missed out on the Braves. That would be Mud. You need to look up his numbers, man. He's a legit prospect. Cabrera, Rios, Bruce X-Fractor, Freeman, and Springer. Yeah, you should grab that stuff up. Those should be really cheap, actually. Alvarez, Johnson, and there's one. Alexander Guerrero to 125 for the Dodgers. Good prospect. Cole and Sale. Dodgers having a good break so far. Well, maybe I can pull you an orange tomorrow night. Jeter, Donaldson, Rios, Refractor, Tanaka Warriors. Man, the Yankees have made a living just off of Tanaka tonight. That 1 to 25 is probably a very expensive card, I would say. Is there any of those on eBay? Ah. Is it a new target for you? Odor, Kemp, Puig's finest, and a Puig base. Romero. I know you changed targets. It's been a while since I opened a case of that, and I've got one left. Kipnis, Castellanos, Mike Schmidt, finest vintage. Tulowitzki and Bruce. You always change up, and then I hit you all those guys usually on the second case that I open. So you better pray for a miracle tomorrow night. Strasburg, Guerrero, Cabrera, Refractor, Price, Ramirez. No, it was the finest one. Just the finest, not a Sterling. Myers, Kershaw, Tulowitzki, X-Fractor, Posey, and Beckham. I'll look at it. It was the Topps finest X-Fractor, or Tanaka. That was the one numbered to 25. Actually, that might be the same thing. It'll give you an idea of what it's worth. All I know is that whoever had the Yankees is going to make bank. Rosenthal, Gomez. What is his first name? Matt Davison, Refractor Auto for the White Sox. Stanton Jones. Marisnick, Tanaka, Johnson Refractor, Braun and Darnold. That Polanco was nice, but it got dwarfed by that one card. Scherzer, Felix Hernandez finest. There's a Sardinas to 125. Working on that rainbow for you, Tom. Ramirez and Ventura. Hey, Josh, what team do you have? Yeah. Trout, Ortiz, David Ortiz, Sterling, Bogarts, and Harper. You're doing all right. Bethancourt, Flores, Alvarez. There's a Jose Reyes to 199. Fitting that Tom gets that. And a Kinsler. This is box number 6, I believe. Yep. Let me hit you a Xander. Fielder, Votto, Felix Hernandez, X-Fractor, Lee, and Longoria. David Wright, Ellsbury, and a Jose Ramirez refractor auto for the Indians. Mauer, Watka. I think the first one was a blue. I do miss the jersey autos, though, I'll have to say. Something that I just know tops for. I mean, finest. The jersey autos. I know they're going to be in football. Wainwright, Holiday, Castellanos refractor, and Alexander Guerrero to 50. I guess that's a gold. Dodgers are racking up again. Machado, Upton, Adam Jones, finest. Sardinas and Verlander. Pedroia, Walker, Tony Gwynn, finest vintage. Bautista and Hayward. Wong, Choice, Kipnis, CJ Cron to 99. Nice card. Kimbrel, that dude doesn't get any love for the numbers he's put up as a rookie. Bumgarner, Pujols. There's another one for the Dodgers. The Buena kid, X-Fractor. Rizzo, Molina. Hosmer, Fernandez. There's a Wilmer Flores refractor auto. Renzo and Owings. The non-auto stuff in this case has been really good. McCutcheon Gonzalez, a Guerrero refractor. Davidson Darvish. Solarte Desmond, Clayton Kershaw Finest, Pinto, Simeon. Chu, Cron, David Wright, Finest Sterling. That's the second one of those, I believe. Murphy, Goldschmidt. Yeah, tons of Dodgers. Nelson, Santana, Strasburg, Cliff Lee to 199 for the Phillies, and Stroman. This is a set builder's dream, though. This product, there's so many sets you can build out of it. I know you like to make sets too, don't you, Dom? Well, actually, I know you do because I helped you with a couple of them. This is some nice stuff. If there was a Trout in here, somebody would be really happy tonight, especially if it was a Dodger. The hometown sets are actually pretty cheap. You should just buy one. I thought about doing it, but I saw how much they were. I was like, yeah, I'll just buy one. Willie Mays, Finest Vintage for the Giants. Romero, shoot, I know half of it's just doing it. Yeah, they're really cheap. Usually around 20 bucks, I believe. Jeter, Hosmer. There's a Flores refractor. Bruce and Puig. Kemp, Donaldson, Springer X-Fractor, Ramirez, and Tulowitzki. Castellanos, Odor. There he is. Taijuan Walker. Refractor Auto. Springer, Price. That's a nice auto, too. Clean. I'll give that an RC 9510. Nice card. Nelson, Trout Refractor. Michael Choice Warriors. Rizzo, Molina. Pujols, Taijuan Walker Finest. Xander Bogaerts to 199. Renzo and Owings. Tanaka, Alvarez. Clayton Kershaw Refractor. Ramirez and Ventura. Brad, are there any questions on eBay? Scherzer, Marisnik, Freeman X-Fractor, Bogarts, and Harper. And, oh, we got a good one, I believe. Let me just look. Mark McGwire, Finest Greats, 11 of 50. That's pretty sweet. Ortiz, Trout, Kinsler, and Beckham. What a beauty. Too bad it wasn't on 25 of 25 or 25 of 50. His old jersey number. Okay, thank you, Brad. That is a nice card. Congrats to the Cardinals. Whoever got the Cardinals tonight really wanted them bad. I can tell you that much. Really nice card. Guerrero, Kipnis, Bethancourt, Santana to 125 for Cleveland. Cleveland's done well too. Freeman. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. His autograph's really nice too. Rios, Strasburg, Mauer, Finest, Cole, and Sale. I'm surprised he didn't go straight through the card with all those roids in his system. Sorry, I had to say that. Johnson, Cabrera, Giancarlo, Finest Sterling, Braun, Darnald. Yeah, his autos are pretty rare. He's not a big signer. Maybe he is now, but he used to not be. Last box, fellas. That would be sick, man. Be sick. Last box, mojo time. And this case has had all but mojo. The Tanakas, the Dodger hits, the McGuire. It's been a pretty sick case so far. Maybe we got one more biggie left in us. Well, I'll have another one of these cases next week on Monday. But the auctions, I think I'll probably do that break Thursday night next week. I'll be pretty much breaking every night next week. Machado, Mersnick Refractor. Oh my God. And it happens again. Alexander Guerrero, 14 of 15. That's the third Dodger hit under 50. Wow. Beltre, Hamilton. Almost got the rainbow. Pedroia, Walker, Ramirez X-Fractor, Sardinas, and Verlander. Wong, Shoop. There's a Pinto Refractor auto for the Twins. Bautista and Hayward. One auto left. Will it be a big boy? And hopefully not a Dodger. Sorry, Dodgers owner. But you're good. Abarena. There's a Tanaka Refractor. Hernandez, Chapman, and Davis. The Yankees have killed it too. Hey, I can't blame you. The finest stuff, I could definitely get into that. Holiday, Montero, Pedroia. There's another Abreu rookie. Encarnacion. I'm telling you, if you're gonna build a set, This would be one of the ones high on my list. Upton, Wainwright, Johnny Bench, Finest Vintage, Reyes, and Cano. This stuff is pretty nice stuff. I really like the 2013. I enjoyed opening that case. Gonzalez, Wright, Jofer, Jose Fernandez, Finest Sterling, Darvish, and Mauer. Oh, really? Yeah, I've been in one platinum break. Desmond, I didn't even buy a case. McCutcheon, Ortiz, refractor. Simeon and Davidson. And we got 4 packs left, fellas. Got time for a super? Nah, probably not gonna happen. Cron, Solarte, David Price, X-Fractor, Goldschmidt, and Pinto. 1 auto left in one of these boxes. No, that's up at 11:15, Piazza. We got Santana, Chu, and a Chris Owings X-Fractor to 149 for the D-backs. Stroman, Murphy. These X-Fractors, I'm telling you, if you were doing acid and looked at one of these, you would be in trouble. Or right at home, whichever one. I don't know, I've never done it. Fielder, Votto, Scherzer refractor, Longoria, and Kimbrell. Ellsbury, Strasburg, Longoria to 99, and Walkenlee. And that's it, fellas. I'm going to stack up these base to get them out of the way for the next break. Run a recap real quick for everybody in the finest breaks. I don't like it when people run breaks like this and do not post the hit recap. Don't understand it. I mean, I can understand it on Inception, football, or baseball because it's like a 10-15 minute video, but not on something that takes 45 minutes to open to an hour. Come on, fellas. Step it up. All right. Stopping the